it's Kimberly Shipley. And today I just wanted to talk with y'all about our vacation plans and a little bit about around here too. But let me start off first by just saying if you're new to my channel, if you would mind, consider subscribing. That helps me and my son out a whole lot. Being a single mom, this is what I do for a living a lot, is my YouTube. So that really helps me out a lot if you consider subscribing and watching my videos. And also, if you don't mind, give this video a thumbs up. And first, let's talk about a little bit about vacation plans. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. Um, we've got we have now planned. It was released in my last video yesterday, my cleaning video. We decided to go to Florida. Me and Caleb have. Of course, it's recreational trip. But a lot of this is a business trip too, to help get content for my YouTube channel. And I know y'all don't want to just personally just see, just, there's only so much stuff you can do around your house, even with cleaning and stuff. So anyway, this is just part of it. I like to travel. And so this helps me get content. So this is kind of work related and pleasure related too. I will explain, talk to you about our trip. We're going to be gone for a week. And first of all, to start, I'm going to pack the car. Caleb, his last day of school will be on a Thursday. So I'm going to pack the car all day that day, and he'll ride the bus home. And Teddy's going to go stay with my husband's mom. So me and Caleb's going to go drop Teddy off and spend the night at her house and leave out early that morning for Florida. So that'll be on a Thursday. And again, I want to get the car ready. When Caleb comes home on the bus, I figured that'd be a good time to go ahead and head out and leave. Probably take the car by the car wash, since I have a free car wash I can go to here, and we can that way the car windshield be super clean. I don't know. I'm very big on clean windshields when it comes to driving, especially interstate. So anyway, I haven't decided which way I want to go through. You can either go through Atlanta or you can go through Alabama area. And from where I live at, so I haven't decided the direction I'm going to go through yet. Sometimes it's just better not to go through Atlanta because the traffic is horrible. And I know the last time the traffic was so bad, the drivers is just speeding through there. You couldn't even hardly get over to get in your lane. It was so awful. So it's not that I really mind. The interstate ain't actually too bad. The drive itself, it's just the traffic is horrible. And, actually the lanes is easy to follow in Atlanta. That part I never minded the last time we went. We went to Florida. Me and Caleb took a trip back in June. And this last of 2025 to Florida. And anyway, when I went to Atlanta, I mean, following the road signs wasn't bad at all. It's the first time I ever done it by myself. My husband, Michael, which, if you're new to my channel, I'm widowed. My husband, Michael, passed away, and Caleb's dad, Christmas Eve of 2024. So just letting everybody know if you're new to my channel. So anyway, Michael, usually he was the one that always drove. So this is the first time in June of 2025 when we went to Florida. It was the first time I ever made that trip by myself. Well, with Caleb as well. But being the only adult in the car, that is a single mom. And so anyway, I got one little hair sticking out here, so it's kind of bugging me. So that that really that was I didn't care. I was really worried about the drive through Atlanta, because being a passenger, I just didn't pay attention. It just kind of looked tricky and stuff watching Michael drive it. But actually, after driving it myself, the roads wasn't that bad. It's just the traffic. Again, people speeding around you, and you couldn't get over in your right lane and stuff like that, the lane you're supposed to. So that was kind of difficult. So I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to go through Atlanta or if I'm going to go through Alabama, which I don't know. Sometimes Alabama's a little longer, but maybe not going through Atlanta might be worth it. I don't know. What y'all's feelings about that? What would you prefer? Alabama, the biggest town you'd have to go through pretty much is Birmingham, which Birmingham, I mean, it ain't too difficult. It's no more difficult than if I'm going to the mountains to Knoxville or something. Birmingham doesn't seem to be much different size. I don't think, than like a place like Knoxville or Chattanooga or somewhere like that. It's not as big as a huge city, but it's still a city, if that makes sense. So I've kind of thought about doing the Alabama part. I really have. I'm going to retrace the steps on the map just to see. But what's y'all's opinion? Leave in the comments if you have an opinion about that. Because I really thought about, again, avoiding the traffic. But it's such a beautiful day here in Kentucky. It's hit, I think, the upper 70s today, maybe even 80 today. That's the reason I thought I'd just come outside before it got dark and do this vlog real quick. So anyway, so we're planning on leaving again on a Thursday, driving in on Friday. We're going to spend the night at my mother-in-law's, which we'll drop Teddy off there. My Yorkie is who Teddy is. And then me and Caleb will head on to Florida, which we're going to stay at a place in Davenport, Florida. I've done booked it. It's a KOA, and I'll show you a picture of the outside of it. What it is, and I'll tell you, this is what I found out to be the cheapest options to stay at in Florida. And let me explain to you why. And I'm trying to do it all by memory, so I'm hoping I get the right quotes pretty much in my head. Because again, I'm trying to do it all by memory. I don't have it in front of me, directly, listed right out in front of me or anything. But I'll put you a picture of the KOA cab in the front of it. It has a nice porch swing, so you can get out and enjoy yourself outside, in the beautiful Florida afternoon weather. On the inside, and again, I'm going to describe it from what I've seen. I've never stayed at it, but a friend of mine, Christina, has. Her and her family. Her husband, Mark, and their son, Teddy, they've stayed there. And so this is the reason why I feel safe being a single mom going there. And because the last time we went, we stayed at Disney. But Disney is so expensive to stay at. The hotels are very expensive. Don't get me wrong, though, guys. I love the hotels at Disney. But they are so expensive to stay at. The cheapest place I could find during that week is like $209 a night. I think that was right. Somewhere around 210 roughly a night. 209, 210. And I mean, add that up for a week, that's over almost $1,500. That's a lot of money just for your hotel fee. And let me explain the difference in the KOA. Now, if I was going, and I haven't decided, and I'll explain that criteria in a minute. But if I have decided to go to Disney from the KOA, it's maybe a 20-minute drive, if that long. It's not far. I think it's around 15, 18 miles. So to stay there versus going to Disney and staying on Disney property, this is going to be still saving a lot of money. So again, staying at Disney for a week is $1,500. Right at. give or take a little, but let's say with taxes, roughly around, and this is your cheapest Disney hotel, would be around $1,500. And only explain the KOA. In the cabin, it's a one bedroom. It's more what they call a primitive cabin, but it's got a porch swing outside. You got a fire pit. I don't think it's a grill. You got a grill, but you can bring your own. But you got a fire pit outside. Again, it's got a beautiful porch. Now, these does not have a bathroom inside, but the bathhouse and super nice. I've seen Christina's pictures from that on her videos, from her Hammocks to Coasters YouTube channel, where they've stayed there. And they are super nice. She highly recommended the bathrooms too. So you go to the bathhouse, I mean, shower and all that. But it's maybe 20 or so steps from the cabin. It's not that far at all. Nothing for me to worry about. So I'm like, okay, yeah. And I mean, it's not like it's co-ed or anything, they've got a his, hers bathhouse. So, that part, I feel very safe. And so, and this KOA is very family friendly. Um, I'm going to take a few little snap pictures of it, and I'm going to show you pictures of like the playground, different things during this video, and some different stuff. And I'll explain during the video of kind of what I remember offhand of what they had. Sorry, something bit me right here, and it has got me itching. But so that part about the cabin, about not having a bathroom, it doesn't worry me, because me and Michael used to go camping. We used to go to bathhouses, and it never did bother me. There's only maybe one I've been to that I'm like, I didn't like it. But what I see in the pictures, I almost rank it up there with Disney's. We stayed up, again at Fort Wilderness. Me and Michael did years ago in our pop up. So we used their bathhouse and, I mean, convenience station, whatever you want to call them. And I mean, this looked just as clean and nice as Disney's. So I mean, it's no different. And let me explain to you the reason why I choose this cabin. The price. But inside the cabin, you got a bunk bed that comes with mattresses. Then you got a standard bed. I don't know if it's standard or queen size. I'm not sure. I'll have to look again. But it's not it's not a twin size bed. It's bigger. So, but I'm not sure if it'd be considered full size or probably a full size is my guess. But for me and Caleb, I mean, sorry, there was a motorcycle passing again. I'm outside. But for me and Caleb, that full bed would be great, for I guess me. And if he wants the bunk bed, that'd be great. It's all again one room. I think there's a small table in there. There is the TV. I think it's got up to 20 channels, cable channels. And I mean, you can bring your own stuff, your own electronics you want to mess with, or, you know, I've got enough electronics. I'm not worried about that I can bring with me. And, if I want to watch YouTube or if I want to watch Netflix or whatever I want to watch, I've got enough stuff I can watch it on and bring with me. So, but it does have a TV inside. Again, it's got up to 20 cable channels and it's got an air conditioner, which I'm going to bring a portable fan. I'm just used to sleeping with a fan. I'm 51 years old, and if you're a woman, you probably know what I'm getting at, and you know what I mean here. And you like the air on you at night and stuff. So I'm going to bring my own fan anyway. And then I'm going to also, it's got electric plugs. So, I mean, you got air conditioner inside, you got plug-ins inside. It's got a lock on the door, But the only thing is, you got to bring your own bed linens, which, okay, bring your pillows and, your bed sheets and all that good stuff. You got to bring. It's got a little mini refrigerator. So since I'm a type 2 diabetic now, I got that from when Caleb was born. Um, that I had gestational that never left me. I wasn't diabetic till then. Now I had gestational when my daughter Kate as well, but it went away when she was born. But after Caleb was born, I guess because I was 42 when he was born, that it never left, and so I'm type 2 diabetic. So I do take insulin. Um, so that little mini fridge will help with like my insulin and stuff. And I mean to keep cold drinks or whatever. So it does have a mini fridge in the cabin also. So with all that, guess what? I'm only paying like $60 a night. I think for the whole week, and I got an extra discount because this cabin, they really, and I'm glad I waited. I'm sitting there thinking, do I want to go? Do I don't? And all that. It was going to be a little over $500, y'all. And so I'm glad I really kind of had that mindset. Should I go or not go, and all that stuff? Because I was worried about the gas prices, actually. And because our gas prices, as well as I do in the country, they've been going up lately. And so, anyway, I got to thinking, and I went back on there and looked at the prices again, and it had 25% off. And I'm like, what? It said if you stay up to 5 days or longer, you get 25% off the cabins. And I'm like, wow, this could. So I'm glad I waited. That deal had popped up. I clicked it. So a $550 cabin ended up being $400. So yes, staying for a week, 7 days, is only going to cost me $400. So yeah, I try to get the good deals. Shop around the best I can. I mean, sometimes there's only so much you can find. But I mean, I think it ended up being 50 something dollars a night. And let's say about 60 maybe. But anyway, again, for 7 days, it was $400. Versus if I'd stayed on Disney property, sorry, there is a bug that got me. Outside, the bugs is bad today. I guess because it's starting to heat up a little bit outside and get warmer. But if I would have stayed on Disney property, like we did back in June, um, it would have cost at least $1,500. And that's the cheapest I could find versus $400. Big savings, big difference. So, yeah, we're going to stay at this KOA cabin in Davenport. Now, some other amenities I noticed this has. They have a basketball court, and this is all right next to the cabin. That I can see that it's all from the pictures and stuff and the video my friend Christina posted in her videos. It all looks like it's right next to the cabin, within very, very, I mean, just steps away, walking distance. And I mean, we'll see when we get there. But they got a basketball court. They got one of those big jump. It's not a trampoline, but it's like an inflatable jump, huge. Um, and I know Caleb will super love it. And I think it's got like a top over it, so don't get so much heat. I mean, we'll be in Florida. It's got a playground, which Caleb's still young enough to enjoy the playground some. He still likes to play on them. We might try to take his bicycle. I haven't decided yet. But we probably, I think we are going to try it. It will fit in the trunk of my car. I just need to see how much room I'll have around it. Because we got to take bed linens and we do have to take towels, for showers and stuff, because they don't provide the primitive cabins like I'm renting to make it so cheap. They don't provide linens. So that means, I have to bring my own bath towels, which that's fine. I've got plenty of bath towels. Throw them in a garbage bag or something and bring them. Take them out as we need them. Um, so yes, yeah, so they do have again a playground. They have a jump pad. They have so I know those two things Caleb will love. They have a basketball court, which Caleb might play a little. I don't know. He ain't big on sports. Uh, if you have a dog, now we ain't taking Teddy because he's going to stay with my mother-in-law. Which she has Yorkie also. So Teddy's going to be in cloud nine, getting to have a BFF. Him and Gracie's going to have a great time. Gracie is her Yorkie's name, and so and when they get together, Teddy goes crazy. He loves Gracie, so Teddy's going to have a great week. Trust me, wonderful week for Teddy. He he will be very excited, and not Gracie's been fixed, so it's not that I mean anything like that. It's just that they love each other. They're BFFs. But anyway, so but they do have a dog park if you have a dog and you was considering on doing this. So again, that's a big, huge savings, like $1,100. So I'm only going to get this for $400 for a week. And in this week span, I'm hoping we're may do a couple of days. I've got season passes to Legoland. I had them quite a while. So I do know we're going to do probably a couple of days planning on it at Legoland. Legoland is in Winter Haven, Florida. They also have the Peppa Pig Park, and they also have a water park, which my season passes cover all of it. Me and Michael used to get the season passes too to Legoland back when he was living also. Caleb loves Legoland. It's his favorite place. And anyway, we was planning on doing that. They have a new coaster there. Um what is it? Gigantic coaster, I think it's called. Don't quote me 100% though to remember the name. It looked pretty cool though. I heard though, I was reading on Facebook on the Legoland updates that the coaster staying broke down a lot though, unfortunately. So that kind of concerns me. But anyway, I mean, I hope we get to ride it. It looked like it's very family oriented, which I don't like heights. It's an inside coaster, and I'm scared of heights. I am very, very scared of heights. So this right here really bothers me. I can't ride mostly roller coasters due to that fact because I don't like heights. So anyway, this is indoor. I don't think it's got a lot of heights to it. But I always rewatch them on YouTube videos about coasters just to see if I could actually do them or some rides even. Um, but anyway, we definitely plan on doing Legoland. My breathing is doing so much better. So I'm hoping walking in theme parks is going to be okay. That's concerned to me about booking this trip, walking around in the theme parks because of my breathing. But actually, it's showing so much signs of improvement the last few days. Hey, keep your thumbs up for me. Keep your prayers going. Um, this has been a big battle for me. So anyway, more of our agenda in Florida. We do have season passes to SeaWorld. I'm planning on doing 1 or 2 days, maybe at SeaWorld too. I love dolphins. They're so beautiful. And I definitely want to see the dolphin show, which the last time it was me and Michael had went to SeaWorld. And when we was down there, we didn't get to, we seen the dolphins itself, but we didn't get to stay for the dolphin show. And so I definitely would like to enjoy watching it myself and, seeing the animals. Now, again, SeaWorld's mainly for coasters. They do have Sesame Street area and stuff that Caleb might, can ride a few rides by, but he's still kind of young for a lot of the coasters. and especially since I can't ride them. Now, my husband Michael would have done it. Now some he didn't like. He's rode some that he said just kind of beat him up, and he just didn't care for them. But some of them he would ride. But Caleb's still kind of at the younger age that he would ride a little, but not a whole lot either on coasters. He's not scared of heights, though. So they never have bothered him like that. Me, I'm just terrified of heights. So anyway, we plan on doing SeaWorld a couple of days, again, Legoland a couple of days. I definitely want to drive down there to Sarasota, Florida, and go to the beach. Uh, Me and Michael used to love Siesta Key Beach. We'd stay down there for about 5 days, 5 or 6 days at Turtle Beach, and which that's part of the Siesta Keys. And we used to go to the main beach, which is Siesta Key Beach, and oh, it's so beautiful, y'all. And so anyway, we definitely want to go back there. I'd like to go back there just to spend a day. And let Caleb play in the sand and stuff like that. I'm not much of a person to go in the water at the beach. I can't actually swim anyway. Um, but I don't know. The ocean's harsh. The ocean can be mean to me. I mean, not to me personally. It's not like the ocean has a vengeance against me or something. It's not what I mean. It's just the ocean to me can be a violent thing. You know, you've got a lot of creatures that live in there. Um, the water's swift and it can change in rapidly. So I never was much to get in the water in the ocean. That's all I'm trying to say. Teach our own though. If you like to, that's fine too. Um, but we definitely would love to have a beach day. I love just sitting on the beach, hearing the waves and all that, looking at this beautiful scenery. So, um, Davenport is about a hour and 45 minutes, roughly a 2 hour drive from to see Siesta Keys, Sarasota. Excuse me. And so anyway, we definitely want to take a drive out to there and spend a day at the beach. And just also it'll be Easter. And I'm still thinking about it, and I'm still trying to debate. Caleb wants to. And Lord knows Caleb will melt his mama's heart in a heartbeat on what stuff he wants to do. Um, and again, it depends on how my breathing is, because this one I'm gonna have to pay, extra to do if I decide to do it. And it's still something I'm thinking about. Caleb wants to go to Animal Kingdom at um at Disney World. And one of his main reasons he wants to go is Caleb loves Zootopia. And if you're familiar with Disney movies, Zootopia is one of their newer movies that's been out. So Zootopia just had Zootopia 2 to come out very recently. And he loves that movie. And it's like Caleb's all-time favorite. One thing is, because Zootopia's main character is a fox, and Caleb loves foxes. And that is honestly, um, Caleb actually liked Charlie Brown, the movie, when he was really little. I mean, I'm saying like 2 years old little. And he liked a few other little movies, but that is probably, that and SpongeBob. So he likes SpongeBob too, also. He didn't like the movie, but he likes the TV show. But Zootopia is probably the only cartoon type movie I ever really seen him like. And, enjoy it and get into it. So anyway, Disney's Animal Kingdom, the Tree of Life has to do. It's a considered a ride, I guess, but it's a show involving Zootopia, and then they have you can meet the fox and the rabbit. Judy's a rabbit, and Nick is the fox. That's it. So there you have it, where you can meet the fox and the rabbit, Nick and Judy. characters, and Caleb is wanting to do that so bad. Um, so again, it depends on the money because I'm not staying on Disney property, so I do have to pay to park, and I also have to pay for ticket pricing. So because we don't have a Disney season pass, and so anyway, so if I can fit that in the budget, we may do that as well. I mean, because staying a week, you got food cost, the gas to get down there, and things like that. You got to include all that in your trips. So that's between everything fitting in the budget. You want to make sure you don't overdo it or anything. I mean, there's more trips that can come, towards the summer when he gets out of school. Um, this may not be the only trip we do to Florida even, but the KOA, I think, and again, during this trip, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll vlog it all too. And y'all will get to see it as we go. We're actually leaving in about a week and a half. So, very super excited about that. And again, we're going to also, the only thing is, and I'll have to see dates to where and what, because it's also going to be the Easter weekend. And I'm not sure what I want to do on Easter Sunday because definitely not Disney. Even if I decided to do Animal Kingdom, Disney is super busy on Easter Sunday. I learned that years ago. Me and my first husband took my grown kids there on Easter Sunday at the Magic Kingdom. Man, it was a madhouse that day. And you couldn't hardly do anything. We still enjoyed ourselves, but it was the first time I'd ever been to Disney, and it was really rough, y'all. But I don't know if y'all remember, that was the year that the castle was a birthday cake. That was super neat to see. So I'm glad I went that year. But just a bad date to choose. So anyway, but our trip, yeah, this is kind of how we wanted to do it. My car does get good gas mileage. I have a 2025 Nissan Versa, and it gets 40 miles to the gallon. So it gets good gas mileage. But yeah, I mean, sometimes we have the need to get away a little while, even from our mobile home life here. Um, which, if you're new to my channel, I also have a single wide mobile home. I am doing some remodeling on it as I get able. I've been sick for a while, and I'm now starting to perk up a little bit from my sickness. Hopefully, I'll continue getting better. And for a while there, I was kind of beginning to wonder about myself. But so maybe I can get back more into home vlogs, fixing up around here now as I'm getting better. Um, but if you're new to my channel, I live in a single wide mobile home. It's paid off. So yeah, we can still get out and do trips and have a good time. I want to be able to get out and do adventures to make vlogs. Sorry, there's a bug got my eye, almost in my eye. Again, it's warm today, and now the insects are out and stuff. So Caleb's knocking on the window of the house. He's inside. Hi, baby. He waved to his mama. So that's the reason I said hi. But so anyway, you know, I like to get out and travel, be able to do things, whether it's not far from here or whether it's in Florida, whether it's, out roaming around somewhere. I like to do other vlogs for y'all guys too. And, doing things like that. So, and, I love Florida. Florida is one of my favorite places. I always enjoyed it. I mean, you're close to the beach. There's so much to do. And one thing I like about Florida, here in Kentucky, when you're walking around, and even in Tennessee, a lot of the area, I go to, you got so many hills where you have to walk and to go on trails and stuff like that. And man, especially when you have breathing issues. that gets rough. Up and down hills, hollers, and all that, walking up and down these trails. In Florida, it's more of a flat surface. That's one reason I love Florida more. You got no more of flat land to walk around instead of up and down hills and hollers. And that makes a big difference when you got breathing issues. So anyway, I wanted to share with you about this vlog, about the upcoming vacation. Again, it's going to be about a 20-minute drive. Davenport, KOA is going to be about in Florida, Davenport, Florida. The KOA we're staying is only going to be about a 20-minute drive from anywhere we want to go, whether it's SeaWorld, Disney World, Legoland, unless we're going to the beach, which that's about a 2-hour drive. But anyway, it's going to be pretty much a 20-minute drive from wherever we want to go to while we're staying there. And so I figured this would be a good choice, cheaper option. So if you're trying to save a budget, this is a great cheaper option to honestly stay at versus, a high price hotel. And that way you can still be able to go on a trip and enjoy yourself. Caleb's looking very forward to it. I was wondering how he would take a KO cabin, but he's really looking forward to it. And, I like it that they have a playground for kids, the jump pad and things for him to do outside, just right outside our cabin, pretty much door. And so I'm really, as a mama, looking forward to that and let him get to enjoy himself outside and just get out and be a kid and have a good time. So anyway, this is what's going to be upcoming on my channel, soon. Of course, we'll do some home vlogs and do some more chit chats or whatever. But we are going to get ready soon to take a vacation. Again, less than 2 weeks. We're going on vacation. And oh yeah, tomorrow is my birthday. So, I'll do a little probably birthday vlog tomorrow. So I'll have me another vlog out tomorrow. But yeah, just kind of wanted to give y'all some trip update. And again, I'll post 3 or 4 little pictures I snag online and kind of just show y'all what the cabin on the outside looks like. Just give y'all a little general idea. If I can find a picture of the inside of the cabin or something, and also maybe the jump pad and playground. We'll see. I'll see what I can find on here, and I'll post little tidbits of pictures along. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoy this little home vlog of just telling y'all our little updates of what we got coming up. And anyway, I'll see y'all on tomorrow's video, and tomorrow's going to be my birthday. I'll actually be 52 years old, y'all. I know, 52. Today's the last day to be 51. Y'all, I'm not getting no younger. I'm not getting no younger at all. It's hard to believe. I'll be 52 tomorrow. And I never thought years ago that I would, this would be a type of job for me to do this YouTube, to make videos for people. And, you actually get paid for that stuff. At my age, too. I mean, sometimes I'll wonder, I'll be 52 again tomorrow. And people watching me on video. I figure people would want to watch young people on videos. I even wondered that when I started YouTube. Would, at my age, would people still want to watch, videos of me or something? Am I going to be one that, I don't know, am I going to be able to provide enough for people? Am I interesting enough? Because sometimes I think I'm a boring person. And so when I started YouTube, that's some things I thought about. Am I going to be interesting enough for people? Am I too old? Does people just want younger people to watch? And so, I mean, I'm soon to have 4,000 subscribers. I mean, I'm not my channel ain't super growed, but you know, it's got to build up to it. And so I'm thankful for everything and everybody. And but sometimes I just always wondered, you know, if I was younger, would it had done better? Am I interesting enough? Does people like watching people my age on here? I mean, you know, I would have never thought though when I was younger that I'd be doing videos on people for people called YouTube and getting paid for it. I never would have thought about that being a job. But it is what it is. Here it is, y'all. So anyway, I look forward to making y'all a video tomorrow. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, everyone.